Alright guys, we're back for yet another Bleach Brave Souls video, and we finally did get our 5th batch of Can't Figure Your Own World characters resurrected. Oh, we're closing in on Bankai Shinji's resurrection. That's gonna be pretty damn wild. But yeah, these 3 characters right here, they were released for mid-month, and back in 2020, if you were a mid-month character, you would not get Havoc. So, while they were still labeled as Can't Figure Your Own World characters, compared to now, where we actually get some pretty good limited mid-month banners with 1000-Year Blower, we didn't have that kind of thing back then. And the thing is that all 3 of these characters lacked Havoc, but had some pretty okay to good strong attacks with an okay damage output of having at least Frenzy 1 with 40% Berserker. We didn't have the crazy stuff such as Purity, SP boost, all that kind of stuff. So obviously for all 3 of these characters right here, we would want to get Havoc and more damage increases. And that's pretty much what we have gotten, but let's just go ahead and look at the origins of the characters first. So starting it off with Kisuke, this guy was, I think, the 2nd no affiliation killer for the speed attribute, because we weren't getting that many characters with that same killer. But all you guys needed to know is that he didn't have Havoc, but he had a pretty good set of skills and strong attacks, having the beam attack, 800 AoE all around him. The only annoying thing is the SA3, when you fully charge it, it's still not a full screen attack. But back then, he had 40% Berserker, 40% Bruiser, Devastation 60, Freeze Immunity, Frenzy +1, and Sprint +1. No innate abilities, no nothing. So with his upgrades, he did pick up a lot of stuff. And look at this, he has a strong attack recharge time of -14%. So ideally, because we only have 2 full stamina strong attack damage links, we would want him to pick that up, and it would be our second 14% recharge link to get it, because the first was Ryukin. Sadly, he did not get it. But he did pick up full stamina damage boost, so you know what? It's not 100% wasted, I'll take it. It's basically a Memories of Nobody Ichigo link, and you don't get too many of those recharge with full stamina damage boost links. Now, I still would prefer to have full stamina strong attack damage, because it's a flat 20% increase, which is consistent, and it just does the job alright. But at least full stam will also help with factoring in the soul bomb damage. So I cannot complain about it. And in terms of the upgrades, yeah, he did pick up Havoc of 20% as well as Guard Break, which he did not have, by the way. That being said, they oddly enough increased the Bruiser value from 40 to 50. Why do that? That's kind of stupid. They could have easily replaced this for something else. The Berserker remained exactly the same. Devastation the same. He picked up Fire Immunity, which in my opinion, I can understand why they went for this, because you want to use him in Gilkas, but bro, his DPS is not even good to use in Gilkas, so like, that could have been easily anything else. If you're not a NAD character, don't pick up immunities, bro. But we have 2 other skills, which in my opinion, make the resurrection pretty good, outside of picking up Havoc and Guard Break. Team Party increased Soul Reaper strong attack damage of 20%. This character will be able to buff any given Soul Reaper, regardless of the attribute. Meaning that, yes, you can use this guy to buff up the Quincy Killer 1000-Year Blower Fullbring Ichigo. You can use him to buff up 1000-Year Blower Byakuya, 1000-Year Blower Toshiro. Because I get that comment asked, hey yo, Death, I don't have the hard Sengetsu. Who do I use? Well, here you guys go. You can fucking use this character right here, and we'll be able to get the job done. And besides that, he also picked up 30% more strong attack damage at full stam. You motherfuckers, bro. You could have easily made this a goddamn link, bro. And this could have been full stam as an actual 6-star ability. And weakened defense, I'm pretty sure he did not have it. He also picked that up, which, okay, I don't mind it too much. But these 2 skills, in my opinion, are also really good alongside the innate abilities, because those matter a lot. And yeah. Overall, he went from having Frenzy +1 with 40% Berserker to now having Frenzy +1, 40% Berserker, 16% full stamina damage boost, 30% full stam strong attack damage, and an additional Team Party strong attack damage of 20%. That's like a 66% damage increase, which isn't that bad. Now, I still would have loved if this guy got Purity, because in my opinion, I think that he needed that the most, if you guys know what I mean. Since we're going to be showcasing all 3 units in one video, I'm just going to speed up the process and just bring the characters individually into Link's Trials. And yeah, here is the setup on Kisuke. We do have the Badge Plus, the Pill, and the T-Set. And yeah, all the links here are max transcended. 500 SP on the 6th slot, level 11 SP, SP bonus ability, don't need to express anything else. He is max transcended with 3-star SP, and I have given him full stamina damage boost and long stride. So, yeah, we're already going to be cooking quite hard with Kisuke here, and fun enough, we do have enemy mobs present to us, being no affiliation, so it'll be interesting to see. But hold on, you know, on second thought, we gotta give him a Zeta Pill, because I forget that we do have underground enemy mobs. God, that's gonna be so fucking annoying. There we go. We gotta do it to him. There we go. Okay, let's get right into the quest and see what this guy can do now. Now, I think he should be doing fine against the smaller mobs. Let me see if he can at least kill the bosses fast. Alright, now, of course, with Havoc, he has a 960, a 3k length beam, and his charge SA3 is now gonna be full screen. Okay, oh. Yeah, okay, I'm vibing this resurrection. Oh no, we lost the full stamina. Hey, we can get it back. God, bro, he's taking the mobs down within just 2 strong attacks. Now, not everyone is gonna have a max transcended, but you can at least get into 2-5 via the special move training ground, so yeah. But wow, okay. Not bad. I'm liking Kisuke a lot. Might be our most fun Kisuke yet with his resurrection. I'm not even gonna cap. Okay, hold on. Let's just charge up the SA3. We don't need to Soul Bomb here. What did I just say? And now we can just Soul Bomb directly. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I had to stay a little bit silent because I wanted to enjoy the Soul Bomb animation. Outside of the fact that I wish that he did pick up strong attack damage at full stam with the Link, this is still really good. I cannot complain about this. I'm actually quite happy with the resurrection. So, Kisuke, W-Res, it's just not game-breaking, but it's still a good resurrection nonetheless. So, yeah, it definitely deserves a pass. Up next is Nelliel. Now, we're gonna see a similar thing with this character, so I don't need to express myself as much, but she did come out when we were getting a plethora of Power Soul Reaper killers. This was a cursed year for us when we just wanted different characters with different killers, and Caleb was like, oh yeah, let's just do another Power Soul Reaper killer here and here and here and here. And it was like, bruh, come on. But yeah, she too did not have Havoc, and just like Kisuke, she had a 40% strong attack damage increase, Frenzy +1, Paralysis, and Poison Immunity, which was kind of eh. But she did have Guard Break, so here we pretty much just want her to pick up Havoc and more damage like with Kisuke. And what did she get on her resurrection? Well, I would argue to say that Nelliel got the best resurrection out of the 3, if you guys ask me. And with her resurrection, she is now the 4th power character to pick up full stam strong attack damage while also having recharge. So already W soul traits. If for whatever reason you do not have Thousand Year Blower, Orihime, or Ryukin, this is a great link. Although it would still be nice to have Ryukin because he has 14%, but you guys know what I mean. In abilities, she picked up Havoc of 20% and also picked up full stamina damage boost of 20%. The Berserker and Bruiser remained unchanged, the immunities are the same, and then she also picked up Purity. 50% damage to enemies not afflicted by an element with weakened defense. Yeah, already, bro, she picked up 20% strong attack damage at full stam, 50% Purity, and then she picked up an additional 20% full stamina damage boost. That's a 90% strong attack damage increase that she got already in total, even though the multipliers work differently. That's actually really good. You do gotta keep into consideration, though, that Nelliel doesn't have the best kit out of the 3. So it kind of makes sense that she got more damage output, because Kisuke would kind of, you know, be able to over-damage her because of the charged SA3, realistically speaking. But now, let's just go back into Linksaw Trials and showcase her. Here we are in Linksaw Trials, and the setup is pretty much the same, but yeah, we have the Spotted Chair Plus pill and the Zeta pill, because we do have Underground enemy mobs yet again. And Max Transcended Links, same format, level 11 SP, 500 SP, 6 slot SP bonus ability, and full stamina damage boost and long stride to get through the quest as fast as possible. And we do indeed have Killer here with Nelliel, so we'll get to pretty much use her at her best. So let's get right into it. Like I said before, she has the weaker kit because she has a 40% shave SA1, which, by the way, it's the old one where it pushes back to Kingdom Come. And then she has a beam SA2, and then a 975 radius in front. Now, thankfully, because she picked up Havoc, it's now 3k length beam, and her SA3 is now an 1170 in front, which is great. Now, hold on, I need to get myself back some full stamina damage boost, because we lost too much damage there. Okay, there we go. Yeah, the SA1 is not the greatest. SA2 being a beam, yeah. Not that crazy, but it'll at least work. If you're a Nelliel fan, this is the closest that we're getting to a 1000-year blower Nelliel until we do get her. So, I'm just saying. Yeah, the SA1 is not the craziest, but the SA2 is fine. I'll definitely say the whole purpose of using the character is just for the Link, and that's pretty much it. Like, even though she's stronger than Kisuke on paper, you can pretty much notice the difference. Like, she's just alright. So, yeah. There we go. That's Nelliel for you. Still a really good resurrection. It's just that they couldn't really do much to salvage this character, because she was just already kind of mid upon coming out, and was only good if you do not have, like, Spirit Society Byakuya back then, so. It's still pretty good resurrection, though. I'm not gonna complain about the upgrades she got, it's just that, imagine Aura getting a good resurrection. That will still not save her, and she's in a way worse position than this Nelliel right here. Alright, lastly, it's Halibel. Now, we are pretty much gonna see a same thing with Nelliel, but before we discuss that, this is the only uncensored Halibel that we ever have in any given Bleach game, because if you play as Halibel in her resurrected form, whether it's Soul Resurrection, Beat the Soul 7, or even Rebirth of Souls, you always see her tatas completely covered and censored in favor of the anime with how they redesigned this outfit right here. And it's still the only one, because if you compare the Tech Halibel that we got last year as well as the Arena one, both of these characters are censored, and it's very noticeable. So for any Halibel fan out there like myself, this is a one-of-a-kind gem to have outside of the whole limited status with this character right here. But anywho, what we want with this character is just for her to pick up Havoc and get more strong attack damage. Now, the only thing that really sucked about this character, outside of not having Havoc, is the SA1. She got the 18% shave, which is not that good overall, but was backed up with a good SA2 and a good SA3, so yeah. Similar skill set as Nelliel, and already has guard break. So once again, Havoc and more damage is what we want to see out of this character, and thankfully, she did get it. With the soul trait, they did a very interesting approach though. She picked up 18% strong attack damage. That's completely new, because when it comes to giving characters strong attack damage or normal attack damage, it was always at 16%. And now they kind of did a little bit of a buff and gave it to 18%. Now, if you guys already finish the first page of the attribute tree, you can get this soul trait rounded up to 20%. So it basically becomes a soul trait of a summonable unit, if you guys know what I mean. Like, look at Unohana or Hollow Bankai Toshiro, Future Society Ulquiorra. All of those characters have flat Reachers minus 12% with 20% strong attack damage, and they aren't even resurrected. And this is the first character that you can actually get close to it, which is Pretty good. And I don't mind this too, because we have 4 20% full stamina strong attack damage links, so this is actually a bit of a change of pace, and I welcome it. I do. I think it's a pretty good soul trait. And would you look at that? Innate abilities, she picked up Havoc and 30% more strong attack damage at full stamina. Very, very good. And her Berserker also sought an upgrade. It used to be 40%, but now it went up to 60%. So that's already very good. And moving down along the skills that she did pick up, she also picked up the same skill as Kisuke. Only difference is that she buffs any given Orankar, regardless of the attribute. That right there is very good. I'll take it. And her damage increases, she got 88% more strong attack damage. It's close to Nelliel, and I would actually argue to say that it's going to be a bit of a better character compared to Nelliel to play as, which I definitely do welcome. So let's get to using her in Link Slot Trials. Okay, here we are in Link Slot Trials for mine. Now, Halibel is the only one I do not have max transcended because I didn't pull too many copies of her. I only pulled her once, and that was it. So at least you'll see a little bit of a difference between 2.5 and 5.5 since all three of these characters play pretty similarly. But yeah, same setup, really. All of them are max transcended, level 11 SP, SP bonus ability, 500 SP on the 6th slot, and we do have full stamina damage boost and long stride on the character just to pretty much cheese our way through this one right here. What's important to note is that we do not have Killer this time around. We're up against Orankars and Quincy, so do expect to do a little bit less damage outside of the fact that I only have her 2.5 and not max transcended. I'm gonna have to wait until I can buy her character packs before I can even get that done. But hey, thank God for the special move training grounds because I can at least get her to 2.5 and get the focus slot unlocked. But yeah, getting into it, she has the horrible 18% shave. Her SA2 is a 960 in front, and then she has a now 1200 radius full screen attack, which is pretty good, but once again, the one thing that both of these Orankars have is that they have a really bad SA1. That's the really bad thing about it, but like the rest, pretty good. Like, we're doing pretty good against the normal mobs, and keep in mind, we have our 2.5 and she doesn't have Killer. Now against the bosses though, it's still a bit of a problem, huh? Be careful. He's gonna be better at 5.5 for sure, which unfortunately not that many people are gonna have access to. At least the 2.5 is accessible for everyone. But yeah, I actually don't mind this Halibel too much. I think he's fun, but I prefer the Tech Halibel more still, just because, you know, more powerful, has a better kit. Like even her shave, whatever it was, she had like the Lunar New Year's Rukia's SA1, and it worked out splendidly for killing off the mobs, even the bosses, so. This one isn't it, but at least she has a 960, thank God. Alright, just be a little bit careful. Hey! We're getting some payback against the Quincy's, bro! There we go. Alright, now let's just get up to the final boss, and let's just go ahead and kill ourselves. I guess we're just killing it. Halibel. Wow. Okay, I lost my full stam, but it's pretty much over. And there we go, bye-bye. But yeah, not a bad one. Of course, just like Nelliel, the one thing that really slowed her down is the SA1, but I'd still argue to say it's a good resurrection nonetheless. Like, it still would have been better if she picked up Purity, but it is what it is. Goddamn, a longer clear time, mainly because, yeah, she's not pooped up like Kisuke and Nelliel, but also no Killer too. We gotta take into consideration that. But yeah, that's the resurrection of the Can't Fear Your Own World Round 5 characters. Let me know how you guys feel about the characters in the comment section down below. I just wish that Kisuke had a little bit more going for him, but it's clear to me that he is the best out of the 3 resurrected characters. He already had a good kit, just needed more damage and havoc, and he did get exactly that. And he just outperformed the other 2 Orankars, which is freaking crazy to say. And yeah, with all that being said, thank you guys for watching. If you guys have enjoyed it, don't forget to smash that like button, subscribe to the channel if you guys haven't already, hit the bell notification and all that good stuff. And I hope to see you guys all in the next one. This has been your boy, the Death Smasher, and I am signing out. So take care, lads. Peace out. Sayonara. Ciao, ciao.